Well, if I'm making this video, that means God is still in the blessing business. And since God is still in the blessing business, that means business has got to be good. My. How's everybody doing? At one point, I was told to do the date and tell y'all everything, and now I'm being told something else. Well, all timeless. And it's all timeless because it's all true. Any of these videos you'd like to not listen to and go against what I'm saying just to prove me wrong, go ahead. You could try. But if you know anybody that knows me, I think I've been through all of the South Node stuff that I could even write several books about. Several. But it's not told not to do that at this point in time. Oh, I got enough material to write a book. I got enough journals and everything. I could write a book. In different places. I got journals in different places. I have journals that I was somewhere and wrote a journal, and people have kept it, and then they want to go through the journal and read it, knowing they can't read my handwriting when I write a certain way in my journal. Let alone I'm writing in third person. I could tell you everything that I'm doing to code, and you could never decode my journal. Plus, if you did, you'd be telling on yourself. So sometimes it's just best not to be uh entertaining that stuff. So my. Today we got a couple little old things going on, but the last couple videos that's been coming out lately, it's been acknowledgments and the change up. Acknowledgments are acknowledgments. Like when you go to church and you sit there and they tell you the acknowledgments. I'm just not Sister Washington up there with my big head talking. And I'm saying Sister Washington. That's not a that's not a that's no hit on the Washington family. That was neither here nor there. That's like a not a yeah, it's like a church joke of comedy. That's not like personally to y'all. But I love y'all though. Yes, I do. I love all the church family. Old and new. Well, we still to the point of the change up in different ways of trying to get you to grasp on the different ways that people could try to sit there and try to roll you, but not trying to roll you, but in turn you trying to make sure you stay on top of your game so you don't have to be in South Node energy because there's a lot of South Node things that's going on the way you don't really want to have to deal with death, jail, or anything else like that. I think it's about time for me to come out with the DV little old series. I don't really want to because this is what it is, but it's getting ready to come up on the anniversary of one of my friends, good friends, close friends. But if you seen this dude and you seen me, you wouldn't even think we was friends. You wouldn't even know we was even from the same place. I mean, I'm from Houston, he from there. But at the same time, I would go down there with my grandfather, and we became friends because his father and my grandfather was close between what they was doing work and stuff like that. But that's neat. Well, I'm getting sidetracked, but it's getting close to the anniversary of his death, and oh yeah, y'all might want to just chill out with Nah, I'm not gonna. That sound like a threat, so I'm not doing that. Oh, and it's not like that at all. It's just an awareness of how bad domestic violence could get, and everybody playing until somebody get hurt. Well, in reality, it's all an illusion because of the lies and the cheating. But you on your own personal private property and get killed on private property that's acres of land and people trespassing. We just need to watch out for it more often. But if more people did more telling the truth instead of lying, we really wouldn't have domestic violence unless somebody just really can't let go. But we're in a world and living in a world now where it goes back and forth of energy, of men being in women energy and women being in men energy. Whoever paying the most in the household think they get to treat the people in the house or the household a certain way because they pay all the bills, and then next thing you know, it swap up, and then she's thinking, "Oh, I could do what I want to because I pay all the bills." It's crazy. But if you're not trying to be 50-50 could mean different things. A lot of people think 50-50 could mean financially. But if you can't do 50-50 energetically, you sure not gonna be able to do 50-50 financially. If you can't do 50-50 energetically, which that's what marriage or relationship is 50-50 energetically, because it's gonna be stuff you have to do that everybody say that's for the female job to do at the house, and then it's gonna be stuff that as a male you're gonna have to be able to cook and clean up too. Your kids don't like being in filth, but there ain't no reason you come home and the dishes always dirty. But then it shouldn't. It's a whole bunch of it shouldn't, but it's 50-50 is what it is. Sorry to tell y'all that 50-50 is what it is. You got married, you agreed to be in this relationship. One person doing 100, that means another person not doing nothing. Oh, well, I'm talking about financially. I'm talking about energetically. Because as a dude, you're not gonna be cool with a woman that's just talking reckless all the time. That's not cute. Period. And then somebody else, oh, you go home and be whore. You gotta when you gonna stop being a whore? You can't be whore at home like that. I got two girls and they was beating me up when I come home. They playing. But at the same time, I want them to be able to be ready to go when something happened too. Be at school and then gotta call me from the schoolhouse because some little boy pulling your hair. Mine will smack you. My girls will smack you. But at the same time, this neither here nor there. But yeah, it's about time to do that another one. If not, just at least tell the story in a third person indirect way. It's a bad situation, but okay, the change up. You really don't hate. You just don't like to lose to someone you're competing with, and they not competing with you. This competition stuff is gotten out of hand. How are you going to be competing with somebody that you're staying in the house with or in the bed, laying in the bed with every night or however, or every other night, or you twice a week you're in the bed with them? Hey, if that's your who you doing your do with, how do you want to compete with this person? It makes no sense. If we competing, that means we're on different teams. I had an analogy earlier in my series of videos that we cannot be in competition with each other if we're on the same team. If we're in the same house, that means we're on the same team. So why are you trying to compete with me? So if that's the case, that means you never was on my team. So that means when everything was good and houses and this cars and everything else, That means you was still talking crap and trash about me when I'm doing then. So why are you so okay? And since that's the you're gonna have to keep up. Once you're in the north node and you dragging that other person that want to stay in your energy and that won't get out your energy, you're gonna drag them. And once you drag them, they're gonna have to try to keep their feet under their body and just keep up so they can keep standing up. Laying down on the ground in a fight hurts. Or if not hurts, you're gonna yeah, it hurts. You're gonna get hurt. Depends on who you're fighting. Some people are gentleman fighters. Some people are curbing and all that other stuff. If it's a disagreement on somebody that you know that you're gonna see again, all that curbing and all that stuff is irrelevant because talking crazy within males, it's a tendency a fight gonna break out at any time. So, and that's not even talking about any situation. I'm talking about with like my cousins or anything. A fight could break out anytime, especially if you're drinking or anything. But at the same time, after the fight over, I'm still gonna still my dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna have to chop it up with him because if he called me on the line and he's talking about such and such is popping or what the woo woo woo, it is what it is. So a lot of times, it's not worth it. But it's whatever. But that competing and we together, this is relationship wise, that does not make sense. I would say it's male or female, or it's just energy, male energy, male energy. You could say, oh well, it's male energy, so that means it's men. That don't mean that. Oh, y'all got a lot of people out here in this on this internet that's talking about stuff they don't know. So it is what it is. I have a signature of how I go through the illusion. If you see my signature there, most likely, not most likely, they legit. I could tell you they legit. If you see my signature on them, they legit. But that's another story. So within the competition, instead of competing with the other person, you should be competing with your north node and your south node side within yourself. The north node is the truth teller in yourself. It's a lot of y'all don't not y'all well, it's a lot of people that don't even know they north node side because all they do is lie. And your south node is the side of you being a liar. And within both of them, you need to be comparing them two of yourself to see which one you do best, to see what works best for you. Um, I've actually seen some situations where being in a south node mindset is best for what environment they're in. But if you're in an environment to where you need to be in south node energy, you need to be moving around because that's not gonna work out good for you. But like I say, all of this is just a guideline map or however you want to say, like Dora the Explorer, follow the map and all that other stuff. You use what best works best for you. It's the only person you can control. The only person you can control is you. If you're getting here in a relationship and you're trying to sit here and be so devious to the point to where you're trying to control somebody and manipulate, you're not gonna win. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna be able to get what you want because the person is not gonna like you because of your devilish ways. And moving right along.